Hey everyone, welcome to another dog food video. Today we're going to be making one that's got a lot of seafood in it. I like to make food different every time to ensure my dog gets proper nutrition, so I make it with different meats and different seafoods and such every time. Now you can use a standard pot on the stove, like any type of big pot like these, and it'll work the same. I just prefer to use my electric pot, which it just is you can use it just like the stove. You can simmer, you can sear, you can slow cook whatever in there. So just we're basically just going to be simmering for most of this time. So for today in the food, we got some tuna. Now tuna you shouldn't feed all that often because they say it can contain mercury in it, but I use it from here to there and it's perfectly fine. Just don't use it in every single meal. For fish as well, we got some halibut. Couple nice pieces, have some salmon, and that's basically going to be our fish ingredients. Other than that, just one small piece of chicken and then a big top sirloin steak. I like this has been in my freezer forever. I just decided to use it. It's a big nice piece of meat, so we can have a little bit of red meat in there. This is actually buffalo lung, and I use it as treats sometimes, but I'm going to throw a little bit in the mixture. Then we have some red and black beans in here, not too much, and they're dry, so I got them soaking in very hot water for a while because they take a while to cook. Then we have some eggs, some carrots, some potatoes, and some rice to thicken up the mixture. So let me go ahead and get everything cut up and ready to start cooking, and then we'll move on from there. We have all our ingredients cut up now. Now I'm using small potatoes. If you use one big potato, just chop that into pieces. I have my pot here at 212 degrees, just on a boil simmer. And basically we're just going to go ahead and throw everything in, except for the eggs. Those we're going to put in last. So we're going to get our cutting board up here, and we're just going to put all our meats into the pot. And I did put 2 cups of water into the pot. I have another 2 cups back there in case I need more. I just want the water to basically cover everything. So we'll see once this all gets in if I need to add more. I dropped one piece. Okay, that's actually almost covering it, but we still have our beans, which have some water in it too. Throw in our potatoes, carrots, and our tuna. We could throw in a little later too because it's already cooked. So our tuna and our eggs will go in last, but our rice needs some time to cook. Throw that in. And let's bring you up here. See if we can get a better view. So as you can see, we have, have it pretty much covered all in water now. That's just where we want it. Just get the rice to get down in there. Make sure the beans and rice are definitely underwater. And now we're going to just boil / simmer this for about 20 minutes. You want the rice and the beans to fully cook, so 20 to 30 minutes. And again, if you're using dry beans, I had them in boiling water from the microwave, and I let them sit in that hot water for a long time. And you can pre-cook the beans, or you can use canned beans. Use no salt added, or at least reduced sodium. And I also wanted to mention you can feed raw food as well. I do that. Lots of people comment, why are you cooking it? Well, there's a place for cooked food and raw food, and this is my dog's morning meal. I feed raw and other things at night. But there's basically places for, like I said, homemade and raw. And I like to have some homemade on hand, easy to scoop and feed at any time, much healthier than kibble. So let's go ahead and let this simmer, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes. So I ended up simmering for about 40 minutes actually, because my potatoes I thought would cook faster, but they actually took a little longer. You'll know you're done when your potatoes and your carrots are soft. So here's a carrot, and I could just push right through it, cut it in half. Now is when we'll add in the final ingredients, and I'm going to add in the tuna. And then the eggs over here, I'm gonna add in the shell and everything. So I accidentally cracked these with my hand. They haven't been sitting here cracked forever. That's just from earlier today. So I'm gonna take the eggs and I'm just gonna break them, shell and all, into there. My fridge downstairs in my garage, I guess, is a little cold. These egg yolks are a little bit like, oop, that one made a little mess. Egg yolks are a little frozen. So the egg shells contain calcium and other things. If you're worried, you can put the eggs in, just the liquid part, and you can put the shells into like a blender or a coffee grinder if you want to break them down. I find my dog has never had an issue with eggshells. Just like animals in nature, many animals will eat eggs of all types, bird eggs and, well, you know, lizard eggs, all types of eggs, and they'll eat the shell and all. So now that we got our final ingredients in, I'm going to give that a good stir because these eggs are going to cook really quick in this hot liquid. So you want to get them mixed around so they're nice and even in there pretty quickly, so that it's not just one big clump of egg on top. And now all we're going to do is let this sit for a while. I'm going to leave the heat on just for like maybe 5 more minutes, just on a simmer. And then we're just going to turn off the heat and let this kind of finish cooking and cooling, because this big pot will actually take a good long time to cool down. And then we'll go ahead and give some to my dog. Here's our final product now. And as you can see, it's a nice, easy to scoop, finished food. It's still hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming up. It's been like 20 minutes since I turned off the heat, so this takes a long time to cool, but I scooped out some a little bit ago to feed to Prince, and then I'll scoop out some for Jack as well. We'll show them and see if they like it. And what I do with this now is I put this either into big plastic bags or Tupperwares, and hopefully these two are big enough, otherwise I'll use a plastic bag for any extra. And what I'll do is put one in the freezer, one in the fridge. And you can keep it in the fridge for up to a week and just feed it off. And then when the one in your fridge gets low, take your one from the freezer, throw it in the fridge the night before you need it, and then you have food for another week, or until, you know, you run out of it. So real simple to make. Basically just one pot, store it, and feed it. So let's go ahead and see how the dogs like it. Here we have Prince. Okay. Looks like he likes it. He's always a slower eater. You'll see Jack eat in a minute and he'll devour it probably in a couple seconds. Prince, this is annoying. So we'll let him finish, and then we'll go and give Jack some. Definitely likes it. He just got some of that buffalo lung. Here's Jack and Frosty. He's really excited. Okay. And he'll probably finish this in, I don't know, 30 seconds. He's a pretty quick eater, but making it into this kind of thicker food makes him eat it a little slower than big chunks. But they sure like their food. Pretty simple to make. You just throw everything basically in the pot and let it cook a little bit. Store it and feed it as needed. Have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy pet keeping. Jack, say bye. Nope, you're not going to look up till the food's gone, are ya? Alright, see you later, guys.